Hey Pisces, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for now through the end of August 2025 for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Pisces. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Ooh, the time is right too. Some kind of good luck coming in, a windfall of abundance here. Yeah, look at that, Two of Wands. So this is a crossroads, a choice. So there's a choice that needs to be made here. Now this has to do with someone's path. See, somebody here still looking at the path they were on. So this is a cycle that's over, a new cycle beginning, going down a new path. There's something new here. Beautiful energy, yeah? Justice and harmony. I see two people coming together. Very nice. So it's all about the timing, this windfall of abundance, a lot of good luck. Someone here is, I feel, kind of, feeling really, really positive about this. Now, it could be somebody wanting to talk to you, approach you, whether it's the right time, but I see this as time to start something. Yeah, it certainly looks like it is the right time to start something. We have the Lovers. There's harmony. Yeah, this is an energy. This is often a place where people socialize. It's a safe place, but it has to do with a home or stability as well. Yeah, very nice. It could be partnering up too, but it's an energy of some sort of choice. Now, some of you may have several choices. What is going on here? Let's take a look at this, the Sun. What is this new? It's happy, it's joy. I feel everything's exposed. Yeah, so it has to do with working, building, perfecting the craft. Somebody wants to build something here. Now, this could be to do with work, too, where somebody here, whether to approach you in a work situation to start something. Some of you could have a new job, too, or you've got some choices here. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, this is a love reading, so somebody wants to build. It could be in the workplace. Yeah, they're manifesting. It does have to do with communication, someone manifesting here. This is someone who has all the tools. They have everything they need. So it's a good luck and timing, windfall of abundance. So a beautiful energy. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands here. Yeah, so it has to do with choosing one. So there's a choice, choosing one. Yeah, someone here, like I say, has all the information. They have everything they need. Now, this is often someone who wants to get someone alone. Yeah, someone could be reaching out. This is all communication, something about the time. Maybe you're at work. Is the time right? Somebody wants to get you alone often with this energy. Tell me about justice. Yeah, it has to do with harmony. Something has to go in both people's favor here. Yeah, we have a person who's determined here. I see somebody possibly even traveling, moving. But it's someone who's determined here. But it's also an energy of someone who often kind of puts on the brakes here. So this is somebody here, I feel, whether this is the right time to approach or to communicate, to call. Because it is a communication card, but someone here has all the information. They have everything they need to manifest this. So there's so much happiness and joy. Someone's really this is a person who's, high vibrational, very positive. So really nice. Yeah, you've got someone here. See, it has to do with work. I wonder if there's somebody here in a workplace. It has to do with approaching someone, but this has to do with the King of Pentacles. This is an energy of somebody who's focused on this. They're planning and preparing. See, someone wants to plan something. They're kind of looking ahead. So I'm seeing timing, something about time. If the time is right. But it has to do with somebody who wants to get someone alone. It's a passionate beginning. There's an attraction. Very high vibrational. This is someone who's determined here. You can see they're very determined. It's about coming in right, doing things right. Harmony between two people. So really nice. Some of you have a choice. I can see there's possibly some sort of choice, crossroads decision here. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this is someone weighing the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Is this the right time? Should I reach out when they're at work? They're very determined, like they want this to be successful. You see, they want it to be. They're determined. This is strong, their willpower. So should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, it could be a place of work, business, or coming into a place of work and business. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Who is this person? Yeah, something to do with a house and a home. So it could be somebody wanting to know if you're home. They may be weighing the pros and the cons here. Has to do with somebody coming to see someone here too. They're planning something. They're stable. They're looking ahead. They are stable. So it's somebody with a strong financial foundation, but there's something to do with this celebration. Something to, but it's the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Now this could be the person receiving this communication. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Why is this here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it's the Elder of Pentacles. So it's an energy of two people, maturity. So and it's also about stability. Now the Elder of Pentacles is a masculine or feminine. It's just somebody who's mature. Somebody here is kind of looking at this. See, looking into the future, planning and preparing. So it's about being prepared. I feel like you're getting a heads up. Okay. Yeah, it could be a workplace situation, but I feel it has to do with this person wanting to communicate. They want to get you alone. They want to know if you're home alone. If you work at home, this is somebody who wants to come and see you. They want to come to your home. But it's about schedules, timing, and it has to do with two people who work. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. They want to build something here, and then feel this happiness is building. I mean, oh yeah, see, emotional fulfillment. This is someone looking at what makes them happy, emotionally fulfilled, but it has to do with something emotional where it's about putting themselves out there. But it's also someone who's seeing the bigger picture. Oh, this is something going to make you happy. Let's have a look at the Magician. Yeah, look at that, Nine of Cups. See, this is someone being a little cautious, a little careful what they wish for because of the timing. Now, this is a person here who, it's about whether it's fulfilling, if it's the right time. Oh, yeah. See, they're being a little cautious. Should I or shouldn't I is what I feel. But it looks like they're determined to do it. I don't think anything can stop this person. Tell me about this Ace of Wands, this choice, choosing. Yeah, it's just to start something. Two pentacles, one on the other. They want to, it's an offer, an opportunity. It's about starting something. It's getting it going. It's building the foundation. They want to get something moving here. Ooh, it's about coming in right. So this is someone who comes in right. But I feel it has to do with whether something's appropriate, if it's the right time. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Look at that, truth. Now we have, this is somebody here. It has to do with seeing the truth. It's also an idea, some kind of idea here. But they're having this little aha moment. And it could be yourself at this point, if you know who this is. But they are determined to win. Let's have a look at the Chariot. Yeah. Now it could be someone here too. I mean, I was talking about this as well. So this has to do, you know, somebody putting on the brakes, seeing the truth. It's some sort of realization. But it has to do with victory and success. See, this is someone's determined to have success here. So it looks like it's some kind of idea, whether the time is right. Yep. Oh yeah, it's someone who's very curious, Child of Swords. See, they're this is somebody who, they're very curious. They want to know something, and they're very determined to find this out. So it's like the Page of Swords, very, very curious. They want to know. They're learning something they want to know. So it's an energy of manifesting some kind of information. Tell me about the Wands. Could be someone coming up with an idea just to communicate here. Oh yeah, it has to do with the Sun, something new. Something to do with a new house, a new home, a new vehicle. But you know, some of you may have these things going on, but I'm seeing, you know, this Elder of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles, and possibly a feminine energy here as well. But it has to do with something to do with the timing. Should I or shouldn't I? And I feel like you're getting a heads up. They want to start something. This is somebody who wants to start something here. And I feel it's about expressing themselves, putting themselves out there. I actually feel like this is two people here. You may know who this is. Like, I feel it's like two people both want this. Tell me about the Elder of Pentacles. See, it's an energy of stability, partnering up. Yeah, someone exploring their feelings. See, look at that. So this explorer, this is a Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to start something. They want to ask you out. They want to see you. They're taking action. But it's also someone who's just kind of, like I say, they're back and forth. Is this the right time? Is the timing right? Especially if it's during work hours. That's what I feel, because it has all to do with, because they're trying to manifest. This is an energy of manifesting. It has to do with information, wanting to learn something, wanting to get to know you. See, it's an energy of exploring feelings, emotions. It's about dating. Yeah, it has to do with this person, see, living in the moment, feeling really positive, that there's good luck and timing, whether the time is right. So it's very spontaneous. This is also someone who doesn't want to look like a fool, though. So they're kind of looking before they leap, because the King and Queen of Pentacles look before they leap. But I feel this is someone living in the moment. They're just feeling so positive, so happy about getting this going. Yeah, it's about building the foundation, exploring, dating, getting to know each other. Yeah, the Hierophant here. Beautiful. This has to do with lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. See, work schedules, routines. They want to plan something. So this is somebody reaching out. They want to plan, and they want to plan ahead. So very nice. But for some of you, this person, like I say, what they really want is to come and, they want to come towards you now. But it's the schedules, routines. Yeah, see, playing by the rules, the book, learning. So they're learning something. This is someone who wants to get to know you. But it has to do with dating, courting, schedules, routines, work. It has to do with stability. Yeah, Ace of Wands, see, there's a choice, making a choice. There's a passion. There's an attraction here. There's a physical attraction. It's someone who wants to get you alone. Now, this could be dating, going out someplace public where people spend money. But this is someone who would rather get you alone. They want to be alone with you. They want to communicate. Yeah, they're a little apprehensive too. They're going to be careful how they communicate. It's a little apprehensive with the Child of Pentacles. Now, some of you who, if you are parents or single parents, it could have to do with that. But I really feel it's more of this person feeling really apprehensive, because they're 1 minute they're really charged up and ready to go for it, ready to take a leap of faith, and that next minute they're kind of like feeling a little unsure. So they're going to be careful what they say. And I feel it's possible they could leave it up to you. Yeah, see, it's a date, starting something. This is a person asking you out. It's a fresh new start, an opportunity, an invitation. Ooh, that could be somebody hoping you'll invite them over if you're at home. Often you'll get that where somebody will come in and just, what are you up to? Are you working today? Or, are you busy? What's going on? And possibly hoping that, you will invite them to your home. But it could go either way. I mean, it's somebody who doesn't want to look like a fool by offering it to you. So they're just kind of reaching out in some way. They're gathering info. There's definitely a level of curiosity. They want to know things. They want to learn something about schedules, routines, your lifestyle. Look at that, 3 of Cups. See, it's an energy of going out someplace with other people around. See, someplace public. This is the 3 of Cups. Now, this could be somebody who's been checking you out on social media, or they're just talking to people, trying to find out things about you. So they want to offer this cup. I mean, this is what they want. Yeah, the Explorer of Pentacles. See, they're starting to feel a little, they're assessing the situation. It's about not being in too much of a rush. See, it's sort of like the communication. Oh, no hurry, not a big deal. But they are planning and preparing. See, they're preparing something. They're kind of prepared, to be the one to offer the cup. But I feel this is someone feeling, it's like it has to do with taking the lead and taking a leap of faith, but they don't want to look like a fool on the other hand. So, but it's an energy of looking, caution, looking before, they leap. So there it is. See, exploring this. The Explorer of Pentacles. So they're feeling a little more confident. They may be talking to people too about you, finding things out, because there's an energy of curiosity. Maybe what you do for work, where you work, things like that. So this is somebody who's going to definitely reach out. But I still feel, like I say, they're kind of hoping, hoping that you'll take the lead. You'll invite them over or make some kind of invitation. The Chariot, see? So it's about who's going to take this lead. But I feel they'll be the first one to kind of break the ice to make that communication. And like I say, it could be a workplace or someplace that you are. But I really feel this is someone curious. They want to know. And it could be places where you go too. It could be somebody showing up someplace you go. But this is a person who is absolutely seeing the bigger picture. See, they see the bigger picture. They know. It's going to kind of play out differently. Tell me more about this Explorer of Pentacles. Yeah, see, they want to explore this connection. They want to date you. So it's sort of a one thing leads to the other. So the idea could be something to do with work. Because often when I see that Two of Pentacles and that, that Ace of Wands twice, it has to do with attraction, whether you're attracted to each other too, but it has to do with, I feel, some kind of idea to communicate. They're kind of thinking here, because it does look like they've been curious, either social media or they're talking to people or they know some people that you know. Could be an acquaintance, but they definitely want to date you. Now, I'm going to be honest, some of you may have a couple people. Yeah, look at that. See, this is someone who's open. This is a Queen of Cups, somebody kind and compassionate. This is an energy of someone who's definitely wanting love. But it's also somebody who is maybe hoping for an invitation, maybe, cook dinner, things like that. But it's telling you to kind of think about this, look before you leap. Because it does have to do with this person taking you out on a date. So for those who are feminine watching this, because this is often someone who often cooks dinner for someone, see an invitation. But I feel, I'm feeling hopeful this person's going to kind of reassess and then actually ask you out on a date. I really feel they'd rather get you alone, to be honest. But I mean, it could be the feminine hoping that too. Like this is someone offering up, look, there's a great big sandwich on a platter. It's so cute. Yeah, this is that energy of, to be a little cautious with that, Let this person court you. That's what I feel like it's trying to say. Let them court you and date you. So, because like I say, it's an energy of inviting someone over for dinner. But I'm seeing possibly one or two dates here too. I mean, first date could be they take you out. And then there's this energy of some kind of reciprocity here, because this is someone waiting for someone to reciprocate. So yeah, see, it's an energy of being patient, patience paying off. So it's saying just be patient. It has to do with this person investing, okay? And it has to do with whether there's this interest. It has to do with whether someone's interested. So some of you got a couple people. I really feel some of you have two, because I'm sensing two energies, two people. But I feel here, because the Knight of Cups is here twice, but it could be confirmation as well. Yeah, saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Okay, some of you, it's like you already know who this is, or this is someone looking how this is going to play out. So it's a person who's being cautious. So like I say, they would rather get you alone. Okay, they could communicate that way, but it's about learning something, learning through other people. But I feel it's about dating and courting, whether to go out in public or to go to someone's home. Yeah, see, it's someone who wants to get someone alone. But I feel it's an energy of making this person be patient here. I say taking you out on a proper date. Because this is often someone who cooks for someone, right? This is what I'm feeling here. I'm sensing this. Should we just, because they want to be alone with you. I feel they want to connect. They want to get to know you. They're curious. So they're learning. So, see, it has to do with manifesting. So there is a little bit of mischievous energy where they're hoping you'll invite them to your home. Yeah. I mean, there's always takeout. If it's somebody you've already had a date with, yeah, I mean, they want to be alone with you. I can tell you. I feel it might be both of you. It could be mutual. But it's saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Because the Magician's sometimes a little mischievous. Now, I'm not seeing anything bad. It's just that energy of, hoping you'll invite them over. And that's what I feel this is all about. Yeah, so you know your worth and value. The Empress is the start of something new. So how this starts with this person is how it's going to go. So it's up to you to decide. It could go two ways. You could invite this person over and cook for them, show them what you're made of, but it's about not being the wife until you're the wife energy. Not that, this is where it's going to go, but like I say, it's saying to trust your intuition. Yeah, and I think it's going to tell you, go out in public, go out on a date. But it's up to you, yeah, because you can see an energy of change. Now, I'm going to tell you, too, this energy. If you start a relationship with someone where you start cooking for them and they always come to your home, this is how something starts, okay? It's how it's starting. This is someone who knows their worth and value, the Empress. This is somebody who, it has to do with how they're invested in you and how you invest in this, how it starts. So it's important to there. So it's up to you to decide. Yeah, see, looking at how this could play out, planning, preparing ahead, kind of fantasizing, romanticizing, see, being romantic. So it has to do with a date. Now, if you've already been seeing this person for a while, this has to do with somebody cooking for somebody, inviting them to their home. But it's also someone who's waiting for someone to reciprocate. So while you're waiting for someone else, you may have another person coming in because there's a change. Now, this is an energy of someone who's just kind of going to go with the flow. So if you decide to invite this person over because you'd like to be alone, to talk, to learn about each other without other people around, it's your choice. But it's planning and preparing ahead, looking at how this could all play out. Know your worth and value. See, respect, self-respect, self-worth, all those energies. So you see, some kind of massive epiphany. There's a lot of chemistry here, but you have to look. This could play out. It could end in a bit of a disaster here. But it's also a lot of attraction, a physical attraction, and a lot of chemistry. So a big decision, massive epiphany. Oh yeah, this is somebody who's got the feels. See, this is someone who's in their feels. I think there's somebody here who wants to get you alone because they want to tell you how they feel. They want to be openly emotional, but they could be a little macho or something where they don't want to do it in public. See, they want to connect. They want to get you alone. They want to talk face to face. So some of you, it's somebody new, but it could be somebody who's getting ready to really put all their cups on the table to tell you how they feel. And it does look like they want to get you alone. Yeah, this could be something you've been waiting for. So if you've been waiting for someone else and it's taking too long, you may have another person coming in. So I do feel there's this energy, and I do see truth. Look at that. This tried to come out. Someone who speaks truth, but see, they're looking at how it plays out, seeing the truth. Someone who wants to tell you how they feel. They're in their head. So they're planning, preparing, romanticizing, fantasizing, but they're smart because they're looking at how it could play out. So it is somebody's strategy. They're really hoping to get you alone. There's just no two ways about it. But it's up to the feminine energy here with that Empress. See, I feel like you're open. Maybe just go with the flow, see what happens. Maybe connect someplace and then take it from there. But I really feel if you've been dating someone, they want to get you alone to tell you how they feel. Because they've analyzed it. They're looking at it. They see every possibility how this can play out. So this is someone who's been planning this for quite some time. Okay? So do take care. I wish you guys the best. Choices, okay? This is about the feminine making that choice. Whether you're open to this or, getting alone, being at someone's home. Has to do with feeling safe. It has to do with stability. I don't think you're not safe with this person, but like I say, there's a little bit of manipulation there. They're trying to manifest this, but it's like I do feel they would rather be at your home. It could be their home, your home, but it's an energy of this Wheel of Fortune. It has to go in both people's favor. See, you're manifesting. You might even be mirroring each other, kind of thinking some of the same things here. So it's saying to just kind of put on the brakes just a little bit. Look at things from different perspectives here. Because how a relationship starts, the harmony, coming in right, doing things the right way. So it has to do with, and this is somebody who will commit. If they build that foundation and they start this, they will commit to it. Okay? This isn't someone who's going to stand you up or change their mind. But some of you too, if you've been waiting for another person to get something going, this could be someone who comes in, whether they're new or someone you know. Tell me more about this person. I'll wrap this up. Tell me about this King of Swords. Yeah, this is someone doing a lot of thinking and analyzing, very strategic. This is someone who feels confident they're going to make the right choice. But they're back and forth, I feel, in their head. Yeah, something of significance, a key. So it's an 8 of Swords. See, this is someone who knows about not repeating mistakes of the past. So they're kind of looking in other situations where they've dated. But this is a relationship of significance. And I feel the reason why they want to get you alone is they want to tell you how they feel. Okay? Or they want to connect on the emotional level. They're definitely in their feelers here. So it has to do with really expressing themselves. Maybe, like I say, they're just planning, preparing, hoping for the best. So I do feel this person's going to reach out, a little mischievous, hoping you'll invite them. So choose wisely, whatever works for you. All depends on your situation and the path, whether you already have been dating this someone, because it could be for some of you taking a situation to another level, actually committing. But others of you, I sense several people, someone keeping you waiting, and this other person comes in. Because I see change, but I also see change for the better. I mean, the world is about changes that need to be made. It has to do with growth, prosperity, abundance. So we see this beautiful Empress energy. Yeah. This is somebody here who likely can't stop thinking about you. And they've been thinking about you a lot, or fantasizing about how this could all play out. Yeah. See, it's also an energy of whether someone's single. See, a single person. Beautiful. You're single, they're single. Yeah, see, it's about reaching out, whether or not you're going to reciprocate, whether you feel the same too. See, there's things this person wants to know. They want the clarity. They will speak truth. This is someone who will speak truth. So it's very possible you got a person who's been curious about you, harboring feelings, but they definitely want to connect one-on-one. So take care. I wish you the best, and we'll see you soon.